Today's topic, a poem named A Night in June, written by William Wordsworth. So, at first, we know something about the poet William Wordsworth. So, William Wordsworth is a natural poet of the 18th century. It means he belongs to the 18th century, and he is a natural poet. So, who is called a natural poet? We know it. A natural poet is called those who write something or who write poem about or based on the nature, or means natural things that we see outside, and the poet write the poem on the basis of those things, that is called natural poet. So William Wordsworth is one of the famous natural poet. So today's topic or today's poem is A Night in June. So at first we know something, or we try to understand with the title A Night in June, what is the meaning, or what we understand after reading the title or after know the title. A Night in June. June means ki? What is June's? June is a name of the month, and we know June is the summer time. So if we explain it, a night in summer, okay, so it is also related to nature. So we know already that William Wordsworth is a natural poet. So we understand that the poet maybe try to understand or try to tell something about the night of a summer time. So let's recite the poem. The sun has long been set. The stars are out by twos and threes. The little birds are peeping yet among the bushes and trees. There's a cuckoo and one or two thrushes, and a far off wind that rushes, and a sound of water that gushes, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry fills all the hollow of the sky. So at the very so before going to explain all the lines, we know the rhyme scheme of the poem, because rhyme scheme is an important part of a poem. If you try to write a poem, you have to use a rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme, what is the meaning of rhyme scheme? Rhyme scheme means the similarity between the lines, maybe two lines or three lines. Okay, so we know the rhyme scheme of the poem. So follow the last word of the poem. Set, trees, yet, trees, thrushes, rushes, gushes, cry, sky. So do you find any similarity between any lines? Yes, you find it. Let's see. First and third lines are the similarity. Set, yet. Next, let's see second and fourth line. Trees, trees. Let's fifth and sixth line. Thrushes, rushes, gushes, means fifth, sixth and seventh line, and eighth and ninth line are the similarity. So do we found ABABCCCDD, that is called rhyme scheme. So there are lots of, or there are many types of rhyme scheme, or there are many types of rhyme scheme to write a poem. So you have to use any type of any rhyme scheme to write a poem. So the William Wordsworth is used here in this that type of rhyme scheme. So now let's explain the poem. The sun has long been set. What do you find, or what do you know with the words, or with the sun has long been set means the sun has long been set. Long been set. Long been means much many times ago. Long times ago the sun has set means there is no the it is not the daytime, it is the night time. It is the night, and the night is maybe it's 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. because we get it by the word long. Long means long time ago or many times ago means it is not the time of evening, it is the night. The stars are out by twos and threes. The stars are out by twos and threes. And we know that the stars are come out, or we can see the stars during the night. And it is said that the stars are coming out twos and threes. Two or three stars are gradually we can see it, or they are coming out. The little birds are peeping yet, and we listen, or how we heard many types of birds, sounds of the birds. So the little birds, there is a bird, little birds are peeping yet. Peeping means chirping, the sound of the birds. The little bird who is now yet chirping, or who is now making a sound yet. Among the bushes and trees where the little birds are chirping or making sound, na among the bushes means ki na long grasses land are called bushes, where you can see the small type of birds are living there. So the sounds are coming out where? The sounds are coming out from the bushes means long grasses and trees, or maybe the sounds are coming out from any trees, because we know that the birds are living, or birds are sleeping, or birds are staying at night on the trees or shrubs or long grasses. There's a cuckoo. We know everybody the bird cuckoo, he is making a melodious sound. Okay, there is a cuckoo, and one or two thrushes. Cuckoo is making sound, and one or two thrushes means singing bird. Thrushes means also singing bird like cuckoo, and one or two thrushes, or we see, or we can listen the sounds of one or two singing birds like cuckoo, and a far up wind that rushes, and a wind is also blowing there. Far up wind that rushes means the wind is blowing gently or fastly, and the sound of water that gusses means floating. The water is flowing, we floating, the water is flowing, we know that water is flowing from the mountain to the river or the sea. And a far up wind that rushes, and we can listen, or we can feel the wind is blowing, and a sound of water that gusses, and we can listen the sound of the water that is floating, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry, and we listen the beautiful sound of the cuckoo fills all the hollows of the sky. And after listening the sound of the cuckoo, we feels that the whole hollow means empty place, the vacant place of the nature is filled with the sound of the cuckoo. Okay, so after explaining the poem, we know that it is a poem based on nature, because we know that it is the time at it is the poem based on the time of night. And what is the position of the nature during the night, we can know after explaining the poem. Okay, so next class we discuss the question answer of the poem. Okay, thank you.